Thank you for giving me this opportunity to present NavFarm in front of our customers. As you all know, my name is Paul Young, and I've been associated with the NavFarm for a long time. And today we are going to talk about commercial broiler farming, how it can be more effectively done with NavFarm. So first, I'll give you a solution overview. Like it's all in one Poultry farm management application. We have different verticals in it, but at the moment we'll be only discussing poultry farm commercial broilers. And then this solution helps you to keep a track of your DOCs, your supplies, your assets, and even the depreciating cost of the asset. You can calculate it by this NavFarm solution. Okay, and the best part is that whenever in the end of the day you post the data, whatever you are putting in, you can get reports simultaneously. At the same time, you get reports which help you in making quick decisions, which can be quite beneficial for your poultry farming. Okay, and then there's like integration with SCADA is another thing that NavFarm gives you, and it is that any equipment like a weighbridge machine or a dropper, which can be integrated with NavFarm. And from there, automatically the data will be picked up and it will be transferred into NavFarm application. And the reports will be generated according to it. Then obviously, it's a user-friendly business solution. As I'll be taking you further, you'll come to know how easy it is for an enterprise or for a layman. This application, he can use it anywhere. And one more thing I would like to tell you about is like it's available on web as well as on mobile. And the best part is on mobile, you can input data on an offline mode as well. Because see, sometimes it happens in places like farms are situated in villages or outskirts where there is no internet connection. So there it is feasible for you to get the solution, and you can enter the data out there in the mobile. And whenever you are there in any kind where you get the internet connection, same time the data will be uploaded and the reports will be generated. And then if it is an enterprise level, definitely we give you an option to get the NavFarm integrated with business solutions like Microsoft Dynamics, Oracle, Zoho, you name it, and we can get it integrated with our NavFarm, and the complete excuse me, the complete cycle can go on. And next we will come and talk about the common challenges that a farmer faces on a daily level. See, you know it better than me, but still I'll tell it to you. See, because a farmer, if he has no solution, no application, he'll be taking and collecting all the data on his registers or on Excel. That is the most difficult part, to maintain years of records like this. And then when it comes to getting reports or finding anything, any particular data in those registers or Excel, it becomes issue for them. Then the traceability issue is also there, what the farmers face, from where they have bought the DOCs, what are the parents, what are the grandparents of that DOC, and where he has sold his commercial broilers once they gain the particular amount of weight. Then that also becomes an issue. Then timely identification and replenishment of stock is another problem with them. Like if any item is getting used every day, like feed or sometimes maybe medicines, and you don't sometimes if you don't enter or you forget to enter what is being used, it can be an issue. And when it the right time to get the replacement of that medicine or that feed will be an issue with the farmer. Then about medical reports of the farm, the batches, maybe there's an outbreak 2 years back, there was an outbreak and the same one is now. But then How will you come to know what happened that time, what medicines were given, what treatment was given? So that also will become a problem. That becomes a problem for excuse me, that becomes a problem for farmers, and balancing nutritious needs and cost effectiveness. That also you can come to know later on. You'll come to know how these things are there in NavFarm, and these things cannot be captured on an Excel or a register, but we give an option to get the exact values and exact reports of all these things on NavFarm. Now, how NavFarm helps you? If I tell you how NavFarm helps you, is like you will get every day, you can get a data entry page in front of you. That will, first of all, it will help you in identifying what you need to do on that particular day. Like what feed needs to be given, if there is a vaccination to be given, if there's a medicine to be given. It all will come in front of you whenever you open a data entry page. Then reports according to data entry is being like whenever you post in the end of the day, whenever you post the data that has been collected throughout the day, whenever you post it, automatically you get the reports that are generated at the same time, and you can come to know each and everything. What is the FCR, what is the running cost, what is the DOCs, what is the mortality, what is the cull, everything you will come to know from the records. Then the feed, the medicine, the vaccination, the expenses, the incoming, the outgoing, everything will be there. Then it even gives you a traceability from farm to fork, like from where did you get the stock and where did you sell it and to whom, you will come to know from NavFarm. Then inventory stock alerts are obviously there. Whenever you're putting a data entry, you'll see on the latest stage, whenever you are putting a feed in the side, on the right hand side, you will come to know how much balance of stock is there with you at the moment. So you'll come to know when you need to reorder the stock as it is going to finish. The growth rate, the actual body weight, the gross weight, everything will be there on the reports as well. Then the medical history of the birds, as I told you, it will be always there in NavFarm. And the best part is the FCR. Most of the farmers face this problem of FCR, feed conversion ratio. But in NavFarm, in a daily level, you will come to know what FCR is there. And this is the application at a glance. If you want to see, this is the dashboard of NavFarm. But now I'll take you to the real live application, and where I will show you how NavFarm. This is the dashboard of the application. Okay, on that you will find everything on the dashboard itself. At a glance, you will come to know the total number of locations you have, the poultry sub-locations, the running batches at the moment on your farm, the number of DOCs that you have put on in the batches, the output, if you have taken any output, means commercial birds out of, if you have sold it, you will come to know the figure here. The FCR will be there. The bird cost, per bird cost will be there. Then the mortality and the cull will be captured on a daily or a weekly level as you set the template. We'll discuss it on the later stage. And then the feed in kgs, the running cost, plus the sale amount if you have sold anything from the farm. And you get graphs like this, where you can see at a glance and come to know the location-wise cost. What is the cost of running a batch? And then this is location-wise output. How much output have you taken from, if you have taken from any batch, you'll come to see from here. And we also customize this. So if you need, you don't need a pie graph, you need some other kind of graph, we can do that for you. That's not an issue. And then on the left hand side, you see this is the menu. And in the menu, you see the data entry, the daily data entry there, batch creation, template, inventory, vouchers, masters, reports, and settings are there. The first part is like whenever you get this application, you go to the masters. In masters, the first thing is the location. You need to identify the location, as you'll be keeping the batches out there. So this is the first thing you will go to, the location master. And you can establish your primary. Here you can see, in a second, you can establish your primary and sub locations from this interface. there is only one primary location, but you can have number of sub locations. Okay, primary location you can say as maybe it can be your office, it can be your warehouse, wherever you keep a track of each and everything. And then sub locations can be either on the same farm, or it can be on different locations as well, the sub locations. Okay, and you get your freedom to name these locations as you see fit, whether it be cages or it be houses or it be farms, whatever you like, you can use the name. See, like whenever you create a primary location, it will ask you for the farm type, if it is on a contract or if it is your own farm. Then it will ask you for the name, the location name, the address, plus the area that the farm covers. You go and hit the plus sign. Down below, you'll see a location like this. It will be created, a primary location. The name of the location is primary location. You will come to know, yes, it is a default location. That means it is the primary location. The area that has been covered, like this. Okay, and then when you come to sub locations, creating sub locations, as I told you, you can keep it as if there is only one farm and you have different cages. You can name them in the sub location. Here you'll come to know the primary location. It will ask you for the primary location. Okay, then it will ask you the farm type, and then the location name, the industry, that will be poultry, obviously, the farmer's name, the address, and the area that it covers. And then you'll go and hit the plus sign, and the sub locations will be created. Like there is farm 1, farm 2, farm 3, farm 4. I've created 4 locations. The primary location, the primary farm is the primary location for them. All the farmer names are there. Then what kind of industry you are in, if it is a default location or not, then the area that has been covered. Like this, you will create your own locations. And n number of locations you can create, or you can put n number of cages there, that the application won't stop you for that. Then you come to breed master. See, breed master, give me a second, please. Yeah, okay. You see your breeds are already there. Okay, but then the breed master is likely a feature or a tool within the software platform designed to manage poultry farm operations. Okay, so it allows user to define and customize the details of different breeds present on his farm. This could include specifically the breed name will be there, and as well as recording and managing various attributes. Here you see the attribute sign is there. This one, the attributes associated with each breed. It can be like its genetic characteristics, performance metrics, health profile, or any other relevant information that you need to put for the animal. Like, see, if you click here and you go to the attributes, you will see the weight. It can capture till 2.5 kilos of weight. The color will be white. It can capable of low density feed conversion. So you can put all the information out here according to for the breed that you've been using. And if the breed is there, fine. If the breed is not there, you put the name here, breed, hit the plus sign, and you'll find the breed out here in the system. Then comes the parameter. Okay, this is one of the main things, and the parameters and items are the main things that hold the application, are the base of the application. See, here you see the parameters are already there. Okay, see, parameters are primarily designed to manage and optimize farm operations, including batch planning, inventory management, and financial tracking, such as system parameters refer to various settings or variables that are crucial for configuring and customizing the software according to the specific needs of farm operation. Okay, these parameters can be poultry batch, specific parameters, inventory parameters, or financial operation or reporting parameters. And one parameter can hold different items. Okay, in one parameter. See, like there is a parameter named medicine. Now, when you will go to the template part, which I will take you later on, this medicine parameter can hold different type of medicines in it. You don't have to define a parameter again for the item, but then in parameter, you will get different items. Okay, and whatever items are there, okay, if you need to create a parameter, you can create it from here. The parameters are of 5 different kinds in our system. One is a consumption parameter. That means anything that is being consumed on the farm. It could be your feed, it can be your vaccination, it can be your medicines, it can be anything that is being consumed at the farm. Then descriptive comes. Descriptive means have no physical existence. Anything you want to capture the data, but it doesn't have a physical existence, like temperature. It can be humidity, it can be weight, which you cannot touch, but then it is essential for you to capture it. Then comes direct indirect cost, like anything which is there's a cost to the farm. You can put into direct indirect cost parameter. Then there is an output can be anything that you take out of the farm. Mostly it is commercial broiler outputs. Okay, then transfer, the last one is transfer. This parameter will help you in if there is a transfer from one batch to another batch, anything, one location to another location. If you transfer anything, you will create the parameter into this name. And then, like if you do the consumption, it will ask you for the parameter name. You'll put feed. Now you go and hit the plus sign, and the feed parameter will be created here. Maybe it might be created here. Okay, like this. There is feed. Now in feed also you can get different kind of feeds and different kind of medicines. You can put in the parameters. Then after parameters comes the item master. Okay, here are some of the items that have been put in the application. See, in NavFarm, the item master functions as a central location or oversees all the items crucial for poultry farm operations. Okay, whenever a new item, whether it be feed, it be medicine, it be vaccination, or any consumable is acquired for the farm, user can easily log it into the item master from here. You see here, whenever item comes, he'll go here, he'll put poultry, which category does it fall? It is an antibiotic, it is a bird, it is a feed, anything. He'll put the item name, the unit of measurement, the item is associated with the item, like unit, maybe in degrees, in days, in dose, feet, grams, hours, anything of that sort. You need to put a unit price out here. If you want to put it out here, it's fine. If you want to put it maybe later stage, when you bring the inventory, you can put it there as well. Okay, then if the item has a serial number or a lot, then you click here. Otherwise, you keep it select, and then there is input batch in item. If any item that you need to put in the batch while creating a batch, like it will be creating a batch later on, I'll show you what process it is. Then if you want that item to be included in the batch, you'll hit this boolean yes. Otherwise, you keep it no, and you go and save. As you save, the item will be created here. Okay, then after item master, we go straight away to I'll take you to the inventory part. Inventory part is nothing but whenever you bring an item to the farm, or you see here the items are there. Here, create inventory. Okay, you see this, the date. It will ask you for the date when you have bought the particular item. The transaction can be in, out, transfer, adjust, or consumption. Okay, there are 4 different type of transactions that the NavFarm provides you. In means something which has come in. Out means if you are sending something out. Transfer means if you are transferring the item from one batch to another batch. Adjustment means if you are adjusting something went less and you adjusted it. And there is consumption. And then it will ask you for the location name, and the remark column is there if you want to put anything in the remark column. I'll show you an inventory that I had in long time back. Here it is like this. You'll select the item from here. You select the unit of measurement for the same item will come from the item master. Pick up from the item master. You'll come to this. It will automatically show you the unit of measurement. If you have put the cost out in the inventory, in the this one, the item master, the cost will be picked up automatically. Otherwise, you have to put the cost. The quantity will be here. Whatever quantity you have bought, you will put it here, and then the remaining quantity, if there is any remaining quantity of the batch, it will show you here. And when you bring the new quantity, it will add up to the remaining quantity. You put the update, you update the line, and it will update it down below. So like this, you bring in an inventory. And one more thing, if only in one case it will be changed if you transfer. Give me a second. The transfer at the moment there is no inventory, so I'll let you know if you are transferring any inventory. So it will ask you from which location to which location you need to transfer. That's it. And then after the inventory part, we will come to the template setting. Template, I'll show you a template which have been created for this one. Template is the main like you call it, for capturing all the data. You need to set up a template. The template will set your daily data entry part. Like, see, we had created parameters, we had created items. Now those things will come here. Okay, like the parameter, first of all, whenever you are creating a template, it will ask you for the nature of business, the line of business, what template name you want to give it, the template breed which you want to associate with the template, and then it will give you a blank page like this, where you can like I'll take this one. Like the parameter type, you will be first, it will ask you the parameter type, the same thing, like if it is a descriptive parameter or output, input, or transfer, anything, then it will ask you for the parameter name, the data entry type, the item associated with that, the unit of measurement automatically come with the item. Now here you can set up the data entry part on a daily level, or a weekly, or monthly, or yearly. It gives you all the options when you want the line to fall on the data entry. If you like, if it is a feed, you can put it on daily or weekly one, whenever you want to capture the data. A weekly one can be maybe cleaning of the the house or the farm. Monthly can be some medicines that you have been giving the birds on a monthly basis. Yearly can come, you can associate it with like maybe an insurance or anything, a yearly. So according to this, the line will fall in the data entry part. And here there is another thing, that there is a frequency start date and end date. When you want the line to start falling on the data entry, and when you want it to end. See, if from 2 to 4, if you do it on a daily level, the line will fall on a data entry on a daily level. If weekly, it will fall between these two ranges, from 2 to 45 on a weekly, or a monthly. Yearly, it won't come. But then if it is a bigger batch, it will. Okay, then you go and update this line, and you update the template. Like this, you will be setting all the items, like whatever you want to capture on a daily level, you will put it in the template. You will fix the occurrence of it. You will fix the start date and end date, and save the template. Now after this, we will come to batch creation. Batch creations is like whenever you bring a new stock of DOC and you want to create a new batch, you want to run a new batch, there you need to create a batch. Like I'll show you this one, what I have created. It will ask you for the nature of business, the line of business, the template name. As the template name you select, it will give you the breed name associated with the template. You need to put the farm location, which farm or which location this batch is going to be placed. It will ask you for the hatch date. In DOC case, it will ask you for a hatch date. You put the hatch date, you put the start date, end date. You can keep it open, or you can put an end date there. But remember one thing, just when you put the end date here, the batch will end on the particular same day. It won't let you enter any further down. But if you keep that open, it will let you enter. Maybe like the best example is like you wanted the DOC to become a commercial broiler for around, maybe when it gains a weight of 1.2 kg, then you will sell this commercial broiler out in the market. but maybe you have put 45 days. Until that time, the commercial broiler hasn't gained that weight. So you feel like feeding him more so that they can gain weight and you can send it to the market. So in that case, this will be a help if the date is open. Otherwise, if the date is closed, the batch status will be assigned as finished and the batch will finish. Then there is the capacity. It will show you the capacity and area of that farm, the batch quantity, what will come later on. There are three things here. There is one is open, one is assigned, one is finished. Assigned means that the batch is running, because this batch is running at the moment. Finished, when you want to finish, when you have finished the batch, you'll come back here, you'll click on finish and you will finish. And when you start a new batch, it will be open. The status will be open. If you want to put any remark here, you can put any remark for your reference. Then you come to the next part. This is whenever you bring something new. There are two options here. There is one with batch, one is without batch. Whenever bring new item, it will be without batch number. So you just select without batch number. In the item, you will select DOC. You will put the quantity, the unit of measurement will come automatically. If you want to put any remark, you will put it out here. You hit the plus sign, and this will be included in the batch. And whenever you're creating a new batch, it will show you a save sign. You save, and a batch will be created. After creating a batch, you need to do just the daily data entry on a daily level. These are the three batches that are running at the moment. If I take out any one, the third one, I'll pick up the third one and I'll show you how you need to do the data entry. The header is here, and then it will show you the batch number out here. It will show you the nature of business, the line of business, the remaining quantity of the batch, including the mortality, the cull. It will minus from the opening quantity, minus mortality, cull, or anything being sold out. It will give you the remaining out here, the breed of the bird, the template that you are using for this, the location of the farm, the posting date means like it will be the current date for you. Then the age and day in weeks and in days, as well as the opening quantity, the start date of the batch, plus the running cost, how much expenditure it has occurred on the batch till that particular day. And then like this, it will show you that today you have to give feed starter. At the moment, this batch only needs feed starter. Later on, according to the template, on the 16th day, the feed starter will disappear from here and you will be able to see another line that will be feed grower. So as I told you early in the morning, you'll come to know what you have to do. So according to that, you'll give the feed starter out here, like you give 120 kgs. So forth and so forth, you will fill all these lines, the vaccination, the medicine. If there is a mortality or cull, what is the temperature, what is the weight, the water units that we have consumed, the bird have consumed, and the body weight of the bird. Like you take 5 or 10 birds, you weigh them, and then you put the weight accordingly. Here it will show you the data entry type, what it is, the item which is being used, what is the unit of measurement. And here you can see the stock, 1,880 kgs of feed starter is there. If you post this, 120 will be managed from there, so that you can come to know, okay, this much stock you have on a daily level. And if you are running out of stock, you can go ahead and order that particular item on the same day. And then the data entry gives you two parts, like one is two options, one is save and one is post. When you save this template, this data, you can retrieve it in the end of the day. That means you come in the morning, you put feed 120 kg, you put medicines, and you put everything, you put 12 mortality and 10 cull, and you go ahead and save the data. In the evening, you come back when you're going to, the day is going to be over, and you see by chance, now there are 15 mortalities. So you can go ahead and change it into 15, and then you go ahead and post it. And when you post it, once posted, you cannot make any changes without the authority given by the admin to you. Okay, the person who is only doing the data entry won't be able to change anything after anything has been posted. And the same time when you post the data, everything will change on the on the data entry part. The date, the mortality, the color, everything will be updated, and the reports will come simultaneously. We have a lot of reports that are useful for the customer. We have already put it on our system. Okay, but if like maybe another report that if the customer needs, definitely we can customize it for him. Like we give mostly all the reports are being covered in this as well, like the batch comparison analysis there, the commercial broiler report on a daily level, the location batch wise analysis there, profit, like farm wise profit and loss report is there, the batch performance report is there, stock item report where it will tell you what stock is there, how much is left, how much is consumed, descriptive, all the items, descriptive items like the temperature, the humidity, the weight, you can see it on the descriptive report. There is inventory movement report. If there is a transfer of an inventory from one place to another or in and anything, it will show it out here. Location wise stock, it will show you if you want to see only stock for one location. Transactional ledger is a ledger where you will see all the stock, whether it been consumed, whether it be transferred, whether it is bought in, whether it is taken out. In transaction ledger, you'll see everything. Same like item wise summary you can get, and the breed attributes reports. The one that I showed you in the breed part, if you put the attributes of a bird, you can see it in the breed's attributes report. But the best thing is like the farmer, the best useful thing for the farmer is the commercial broiler report. On a daily level, whenever he inputs the data, whenever his supervisor or he or anybody who is taking care of the data entry part puts the data, at the same time the report gets generated. It will show you the batch number here. Then it will show you the depletion date, the hatch date, the batch number, the supervisor name, the breed, the location, the farm location, the opening quantity, that means the DOC quantity that you have put on the farm. It will show you the costs, how much the DOCs costed you, the mortality, the criticals on that till that particular day, the mortality in percentage, the average body weight, and the average gross weight. It will show you both the things. Then if you have taken anything, you have sold out any commercial broilers, here you can see it from here, commercial broiler output. And then the remaining stock means the commercial broiler plus the car plus the mortality minus the opening stock. Opening quantity, it will show you here the feed that has been used on the farm, the cost of the feed, the average daily gain, the FCR, here it is, the age in weeks, the cost of production which occurred on the batch, the running cost at the moment, then the bird per bird cost, it will show you if there is any sales, it will show you the sales amount, sales in kgs, average sale rate of a bird. Then if there is any expenses that have occurred and you have registered in the application, it will show you here. Plus it gives you graphs like this. This is a growth graph, and growth graph, if you set the growth graph, you see there are two lines. One is the KPI and the other one is the actual one. This KPI will be entered by the customer itself or the farm owner, which will help you to identify what weight you were thinking the bird will grow and what is the actual body weight of the bird at that particular time. It can be more, it can be less. So you'll come to know how your bird is doing. Here the bird is doing very much better than what the farmer had expected. So you can see the line out here. Plus it gives you another graph of the complete graph is like this. It gives you the mortality, the body weight, plus the feed. So all the things are being covered here. You come down and here what will happen, you will see all the dates plus the data that you have entered on a daily level on the farm. Like the opening balance was there, the remaining births, day-wise, how much the mortality was there, the cull was the cumulative mortality, and so on and so forth. You will come to know each and everything that you might have entered. If you find any discrepancy anywhere, you can check it out from here where you went wrong. Okay, so at the moment, okay, one more thing is left. I'll show you the voucher part. This is just a small accounting part that is being attached with the application. Okay, this helps you in keeping the expenses, the payments, and the receipts. See, expenses and receipts are batch wise. Whenever there is an expense on the farm that is for a particular batch, you go to the expense part, you select the batch number, the total amount, the description, what the expense was for, and if there is a bill, you have a copy of the bill, you can upload it from here, hit the plus sign, and it will be included in the running cost. It will be minus from the plus in the running cost. You will come to know how much the running cost of the batches at the moment. Then this is the receipt part. In receipt part, it is a sales part. If you are selling anything from any batch, you are selling maybe from one batch, you select what commercial broiler in kgs. Okay, so it will ask you for the quantity, how much quantity you have been selling. If you say 100, it will automatically calculate. Description you can write if you want to put any description. If you have a voucher for it, you can upload it from here, and that too will be included in the commercial broiler report, the sales out. Okay, and then there is a payment part. If this payment is for the entire farm, if you are doing any payment for the entire farm, that you can keep a record out here. So this is all about NavFarm. So we'll end the session out here, and hope you enjoyed the session, and we'll see you later in our next webinar very soon.